Imagine this, the NBA All-Star Weekend, where stars from both the men's and women's game come together for one unforgettable showdown. On one side, we have the Splash Brothers, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, two of the most iconic sharpshooters in NBA history who have redefined the way the game is played. And on the other side, we have the Splash Sisters, Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark, two of the brightest stars in the WNBA, whose shooting prowess and competitive fire have revolutionized women's basketball.
At the three-point contest, is there a chance we see like a Caitlyn Clark appearance like we did with Sabrina last year?
The buzz around this potential matchup has been electric, and for good reason. What if we saw Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson go head-to-head with Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark in a historic three-point contest? This would be more than just a battle of shooters. It would be a statement about basketball, unity, and the growth of the sport.
Imagine that. You have Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson on the NBA side. Then you get Sabrina Ionescu, Caitlyn Clark on the WNBA side. There's definitely efforts being made.
In today's video, we'll dive deep into the thrilling possibilities surrounding this dream matchup. Will Caitlyn Clark take the leap and join this historic showdown? Or will she forge her own path and redefine the future of basketball? Stick with us as we break it all down. Before we dive into the action, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss a moment of the excitement. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Over the past decade, these two have redefined shooting in the NBA. Their range, accuracy, and ability to make jaw-dropping shots under pressure have set a new standard for what's possible on the court. Whether it's a half-court bomb or a perfectly timed three-pointer, the Splash Brothers have captivated NBA fans around the world. Their impact on the game goes beyond statistics. They've led the Golden State Warriors to 4 NBA championships.
Plans are there for them to bring that event back, with them as obviously the two people returning. But they are working actively. Stephen Curry, Sabrina Ionescu, I think they're doing some recruiting right now.
With each finals run marked by their incredible shooting performances. But now, the game they've revolutionized could see new challenges. Two rising stars from the WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark, enter the Splash Sisters. Sabrina Ionescu, already a household name in women's basketball, has spent years dazzling fans with her all-around game and ice-cold shooting. And then there's Caitlyn Clark, an absolute phenom who has taken college basketball by storm. Caitlyn's range, confidence, and flair for the dramatic make her one of the most exciting players to watch, regardless of league. Together, Sabrina and Caitlyn form a duo that is shaking up women's sports. They have the potential to challenge the established order, not just within the WNBA, but in the larger basketball landscape.
Bring in, from the NBA side, a guy like Klay Thompson. We know about him. He's the other Splash brother, played in the Bay Area, so you bring him into the mix. And then Caitlyn Clark is the player.
The possibility of seeing these two sharpshooters face off against the Splash Brothers has the basketball world on edge, wondering if this could be the most iconic moment in basketball history. This isn't just about individual brilliance, it's about the future of basketball as a whole. What would it mean for the game to see women's stars compete side by side with their NBA counterparts on the biggest stage? This isn't just a contest of skill, it's a moment that could reshape the way we view basketball itself.
The league,
it's going to cost you.
The participants here are involved in trying to recruit her into this.
Sabrina Ionescu has been vocal about making this dream matchup a reality. She's already competed in the three-point contest alongside Steph Curry, but she's now setting her sights on a much bigger stage, bringing Caitlyn Clark into the fold. Sabrina has made it clear, if she's going to take on the Splash Brothers, she wants Caitlyn by her side. I mean, if I had to choose, I'm taking Caitlyn Clark, Sabrina said when asked about her potential partner in the contest. It's clear that Sabrina sees something special in Caitlyn, not just as a teammate, but as a fellow game changer. Caitlyn Clark's rise in college basketball has been nothing short of remarkable, and Sabrina has been her biggest supporter throughout the journey. But here's the big question, will Caitlyn Clark accept the challenge? Caitlyn has become a symbol of fearless shooting and competitive spirit. Her performances in college basketball have captivated audiences, and she's earned comparisons to some of the best shooters in the world, including Steph Curry. The way she moves, the shots she takes, and the confidence she exudes on the court have made her a household name.
Van Fleet finds Thompson. Thompson finds an opening. Three-pointer's up. It's good. Klay Thompson from...
Her decision to join the three-point contest would be a monumental one. not just for her own career but for the sport of women's basketball. Caitlyn Clark stepping into the NBA All-Star spotlight alongside Steph and Klay would be a landmark moment. A potential All-Star showdown featuring some of the most electrifying talents in basketball history. The Splash Brothers, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson facing off against the Splash Sisters, Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark, is an idea too tantalizing to ignore.
You did the three-point contest against Steph Curry last year. Now, I hear that they want to go back and go 2-on.
Could this be the event that bridges the gap between the NBA and WNBA, creating a shared moment that celebrates basketball in its purest form? The possibilities are endless, and fans across the globe are waiting on one critical decision. Will Caitlyn Clark take center stage in this epic duel of precision, skill, and star power? Her choice could spark a seismic shift in how basketball is perceived, celebrated, and united. The concept of an NBA and WNBA collaboration at the All-Star Game has been teased before.
1-2, Steph and Klay. Who would your partner be?
I mean, if I would have to choose, I'm taking Caitlyn Clark on my team.
This particular setup feels unprecedented. On one side, you have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, two icons who have redefined the art of shooting, setting records that seem almost untouchable.
Curry lets it go and buries it.
On the other, Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark represent the future of basketball, challenging conventions and blazing a trail for the next generation.
Here's Clark. She fires and goes! She hit!
This isn't just a game, it's a statement. A showdown like this would symbolize the unity of the basketball world, blurring the lines between leagues and showcasing the shared brilliance of its stars. It's an opportunity to celebrate not just individual talent, but the art of the game itself. For the NBA, this would be another step in its continued efforts to push the envelope during All-Star Weekend. For the WNBA, it would be a historic moment, bringing unparalleled visibility to the league and its players.
That was the highlight of the weekend. And so if you can make it a 2-on-2, or let's say you do one part of the event on Saturday night, you leave the other part of the event Sunday night, like imagine.
For fans, it would be a spectacle for the ages, a must-watch event that could redefine what basketball entertainment looks like. At the heart of this dream scenario lies Caitlyn Clark, the fearless sharpshooter who has already left an indelible mark on the game. Known for her incredible range, clutch performances, and unshakable confidence, Clark is more than just a rising star. She's a phenomenon. Her inclusion in this event would be symbolic of the growth of women's basketball.
Having like Klay versus Caitlyn Clark, or Steph Curry against Caitlyn Clark on one of those other nights, like that could add some extra excitement as well.
By stepping onto the All-Star stage alongside legends like Curry and Thompson, Clark could help bring the WNBA into an even brighter spotlight. It's a moment that would not only validate her incredible skills, but also highlight the undeniable talent of players in the WNBA. But the decision isn't as simple as it seems. Caitlyn Clark has always been strategic about her career moves.
She actually took her visit here with her dad, and I was kind of showing her around Eugene, and to be able to see what she's been able to...
Carefully balancing her desire to elevate women's basketball with the opportunities that come her way. Joining this contest would be a bold statement, but it's also a high-pressure stage. The stakes are immense. This isn't just about personal glory, but about representing an entire league and its future. For Caitlyn Clark, every move she makes contributes to her growing legacy.
Accomplish in college and now at the professional level, it just helps all of us continue to push the game forward and advocate for women's sports.
She has already drawn comparisons to Steph Curry for her fearless shooting and limitless range, but she's more than a replica of any player. She's a trailblazer in her own right. Whether it's her ability to hit half-court shots, her precision passing, or her leadership on and off the court, Clark has proven that she belongs in the conversation of basketball's greats. Clark's participation in this event could be the moment that solidifies her place as not just a WNBA star, but as a global basketball icon. It's a rare opportunity to showcase her skills to an audience that might not yet fully appreciate the talent thriving in the WNBA.
I mean, she's just starting her career, and obviously how she's been able to push the game forward is amazing.
And it's a chance to inspire the next generation of young athletes, proving that the gap between men's and women's basketball isn't as wide as some might think. Yet, Clark's decision will inevitably invite comparisons and scrutiny.
And doing that in college and breaking so many records and knowing that she's just scratching the surface of what she's going to accomplish in the league, and you know, she knows I'm always rooting for her.
The pressure to perform on such a stage would be immense. But if anyone can handle the spotlight, it's Caitlyn Clark, a player who has thrived under pressure throughout her career. The concept of the Splash Brothers taking on the Splash Sisters isn't just exciting, it's poetic. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have long been the gold standard for shooting excellence in the NBA. Their ability to hit shots from anywhere on the court, often in the most clutch situations, has earned them a reputation as the greatest shooting duo in basketball history.
It's just tough. I mean, you know, you always are going to have to fight adversity, and I think that's part of everyone's journey, is being able to kind of weather that storm and figure out what makes you you. And she's so young.
On the other side, Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark represent the next wave of basketball greatness. Ionescu, known for her versatility and triple-doubles, has already proven herself as one of the WNBA's brightest stars.
To be able to learn and grow, times like this are kind of when you figure out what you're really made of and how you can continue to improve as a teammate, as a basketball player, as a person. And so
Clark, with her fearless shooting and undeniable swagger, is following closely in her footsteps. Together, they embody the evolution of women's basketball, pushing boundaries, breaking records, and inspiring fans around the world.
I'm not the least, bit worried about what she's going to be able to accomplish in the league. I just know she's going to continue to work really hard and stick with it, and good things will happen again.
A matchup between these two duos would be about more than just skill. It would be a celebration of basketball's evolution, a testament to how far the game has come, and a glimpse into where it's headed. The Splash Brothers may have set the standard, but the Splash Sisters are proving that the future of basketball is just as thrilling.
Caitlyn's been able to do in the college game, continuing to push it forward. She's selling out every arena she's going to.
This potential all-star showdown isn't just about entertainment, it's about progress. The NBA and WNBA have always existed as separate entities, but moments like this show that the line between the two is becoming increasingly blurred.
Obviously the WNBA is excited to bring her in market wherever she's going to end up, and continuing to push.
Collaboration between the leagues can only strengthen the sport, bringing more visibility and appreciation to the incredible talent in both. For the WNBA, this event would be a chance to showcase its stars on a global stage. Players like Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark,
Oh my gosh, and I start running around. I mean, that's the kind of shot you dream of in the front yard.
deserve to be seen by the widest possible audience, and events like these can help bridge the visibility gap. For the NBA, it's an opportunity to highlight its commitment to supporting women's basketball and promoting the game as a whole. And for fans, it's a reminder of why we love basketball in the first place. The sport isn't just about rivalries and records.
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence.
It's about the moments that bring us together, that make us cheer, that inspire us to dream bigger. This showdown has the potential to be one of those moments. As we wait for Caitlyn Clark's decision,
you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer.
The excitement surrounding this potential all-star showdown continues to grow. Will she step into the spotlight alongside Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Sabrina Ionescu? Or will she continue to blaze her own trail in the WNBA, pushing the game forward in her own unique way? No matter what happens, one thing is clear: basketball is at an exciting crossroads. The game is evolving, and players like Caitlyn Clark are leading the charge. Whether it's through groundbreaking events like this, or through their performances on the court, they're shaping the future of the sport in ways we've never seen before.
Range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away.
Will Caitlyn Clark join the NBA All-Star three-point contest and create one of the most iconic moments in basketball history? Or will she choose a different path, continuing to redefine the game in her own way? Let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out on the latest news and exciting moments in basketball. Until next time, this is Sport Pulse, where basketball's brightest stars come together and legends are born. Stay tuned for more thrilling stories, and we'll see you in the next one.